Hi everyone, it's day 69 and we're starting week 4 of our Project Record 90 SP. 3 weeks already behind. I'll be honest with you, the result is not the best. The weight, my weight is exactly the same, 82 kilos. So I didn't lose any kilo. Lap times, as you could see, no progress in the lap times. The quickest one is 46.7. So what we're gonna do this week and the next one, we're going to concentrate on losing weight. So it's very important which food we eat. And now these 2 weeks I'm gonna have food without salt and no sugar. It's going to be only natural sugar and natural salt. I mean the products which contains it already, like fruit which contains natural sugar, vegetables which contains not salt but it might be lime or lemon, and of course physical exercises, because I'm gonna take food with less calories, so I'm not gonna be so strict with exercises. I'm not gonna do it 3 times a week or 2 times a week. I'll do it, I'll try to do that as much as my body can do that, as much as my body can do exercises. And of course our practice sessions. This week we have AK Max Cup 2017 on a Saturday, and also I'm going to take one practice session maybe on Wednesday or on Thursday, so I'll see which time I'm going to be available. I'll see which day I'm going to be available for practice session, because this week is busy at work as well. So yeah, this is our plans for the next week: food, exercises, practice, and plus we have a interesting interview tomorrow with one of Daytona mechanics at Milton Keynes. Day 68, I am at Milton Keynes, and in a few seconds we're going to find some secrets about Daytona D-Max go-karts. Alright guys, we are just now inside of Daytona Milton Keynes pit lane, and next to me is Richard Brunning. He is Daytona Technical Director.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the main Daytona Technical Director. Richard, so we have a three main questions, me and my subscribers.
Okay.
We have a three main questions about D-Max go-karts. And first of all, can you tell us a little bit about Birol chassis? Where is the difference between the racing chassis and between these chassis, and which way is the best to drive these chassis?
Well, the main difference between these and a race kart is that these are a bit heavier. They're made out of thicker tube, and they're built to have the shit kicked out. But they handle very much like a race kart, but they last a bit longer. So what you do with a race kart, the way you pitch it in, turn it in and back to centre, you can do that with these karts. These were designed specifically to be as close to a race kart as we could possibly get.
Okay, so the handling is close to the racing car, the handling of these go-karts. Right, and what about the engine? This is the Rotax 125cc.
Yeah.
And is that the same Rotax engine which used in a racing class go-karts?
Yep, identical, except that we have a slightly different restrictor in the exhaust, but the actual engine is identical. Yeah.
So it's exactly the same power like on racing one.
Yeah, there's three stages of Rotax engines for racing. You've got the Mini Max, which is for the younger children. Then you've got the Junior Max for the slightly older children. Then you've got the Senior Max for the adults. This is like Junior Max. So it's not the full 28 horsepower with the power valve. It's slightly restricted down like a Junior Max.
And which way the best to drive it? Is that better to be smooth with accelerator, or it's better to straight after braking hardly back on the power, or be more smoother with the power? How would you suggest to drive these engines?
You don't want to drive the throttle like a switch. You want to squeeze the power on as opposed to just jumping on it, because jumping on it just dumps fuel into the carb and the engine takes a little while for it to clear. But if you're smooth on the power and smooth with the controls, carrying loads of mid-corner speed is the way to drive these cars quickly.
So the best way is smooth way, because I used to drive 4-stroke as well, and the 4-strokes you can just floor it.
Yeah, you can't do that with these. Because the rev band is much bigger than a 4-stroke, you have to let the engine clear before it picks up. So you're much better off being smooth on the throttle as opposed to jumping on it like a switch.
Just one question. Have you been at Daytona Tamworth, and they have that slow hairpin? So which way is the best to keep revved on this go-kart? Because that corner, you are nearly switch off the engine when you're braking, and then you back to accelerator. So which way would you suggest the best to keep the revs?
You need to be back on the power before you hit the apex. You need to squeeze the power on before you hit the apex. So get your braking done, turn it in, and then almost immediately start squeezing the power on. If you take too much speed into that corner, you'll wash it out, it'll go sideways, and then you've lost all your momentum, because the very next bit is uphill. So you've got to keep the momentum through that corner as much as you can. So brake early, turn it in, squeeze the power on, but as long as your braking point is right and you've got the speed right, that allows you to squeeze the power on and drive off the corner. Any kind of sideways action and you're pretty much screwed there.
So in the tight corners is the best way, brake earlier, slow down, and before the apex come back on the power.
Yeah.
Right. And the last question, and I think the main one, is the tires. Mm-hmm. This is Bridgestone tires, and these tires have hard rubber.
Yeah.
So I found when I'm driving it, I'm sliding a lot, and where is my problem in driving with these tires? Am I warm up the tires wrongly, or I'm going in the corners too quick?
Generally, the number one mistake people make when driving these karts is they take too much speed into the corners.
Too much speed in corners.
So that means that you have to wait to get back on the power because you haven't got to the apex. So that screws your speed. You've got to try and have these just dancing. A slick tyre creates 100% of its grip at a certain yaw angle. So you have to have a tiny slide on. But if you're getting much opposite lock, you're not using the tyre to its maximum advantage. You're slowing yourself down. You're going sideways as opposed to going forwards. So you have to slow down early and get back on the power early and drive through the corner.
So is it with these tires is it useful to brake harder before the corner, or brake gently before the corner?
It depends on the corner. That's not something that you can say for every single corner. But generally speaking, the way that we try and teach people is to not take so much speed into the corner that you're having to wait to get back on the power. You're better off braking a little earlier and then getting on the power earlier and driving through the corner.
And having that small sliding in the first part corner is useful. Not like drifting it, but just to give a small slide before the apex, and then on the power you're catching the kart, and you go through the next part of the corner. So what about warm up the tires? Because I've seen lots of drivers, especially during D-Max Championship, they like slide the back, the left and right, you know, the rear wheel sliding. And actually, me personally, I didn't find it very useful to warm up tires this way. I found more useful, the best way to warm them up when you nicely go from side to side and use the braking. You speed up a little bit, use the braking, and this way the tires warm up better rather than sliding side to side.
Sliding creates friction, which creates heat. So that if you're warming tires up, what I tend to do is I drive really hard into the corner, turn the steering wheel hard to scrub the front tyres, and then the back end will come round and I'm then hanging onto the back tyres so I can warm them up equally. So just weaving across the track is rubbish, that doesn't do anything. But if you can slide the tyres, slide the kart around, you're creating friction which is creating heat.
So that's actually me doing wrong. I'm warming up them wrong. Okay, Richard, thank you very much for all the information which you gave to us.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Right, I don't know what car is this, but I definitely want to see that car. Day 67, we at Daytona Sandown Park. Perfect weather for good lap times, so today I'm going to try get in a 46 lowest, 46.3, 46.2. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so it's good close, and Shaughnessy's got the place back. The Mansion's fighting, trying to go side by side, heading already towards the sweeping left right chicane. So the reason we're seeing Shaughnessy down the road now is because he has a penalty.
Brilliant. You're in 139 for me, please. Remember how to start him up. So the dial in front of the steering wheel, turn it clockwise once and turn it again. Do that now.
It's day 66, and a little bit about yesterday practice session. Lap time 46.9. I thought that it's going to be lower than this because weather conditions was really nice. So I've been surprised when I've seen 46.9. As I've been told by Sandown Park marshals, that the weather is too hot for these tires. So and I seriously I could feel that my tires, especially back tires, when you braking, it's gripping okay, but when you turn in and you reach the apex, suddenly your back starts sliding. So you can feel how you're losing time because of that sliding, especially in a tight hairpins, because tight hairpins, this is where after apex you have to build up the speed, instead of sliding and losing speed. I have another championship this Saturday, which is AK Max Cup, so it will be Saturday morning and the temperature should be better than in the middle of the day, so I'll have a chance to compare the lap times in AK Max Cup and lap times of yesterday practice session, and we can see, is it problems because of the weather or it's a problems because of my driving style. It's day 65. I'm not going to post any exercises videos for this week because today is the only day when I've done my physical exercises, and it's really difficult to film it. I mean, it's not difficult to film it, but I have to be concentrated on exercises and I have to do it without any stops. You know, it's a program where every minute, every second is counted. So I might film it, but it's gonna be like I put camera somewhere and I'm gonna film all exercises. It's not gonna be different camera angles. Yeah, but this week definitely no exercises videos. This week no videos about physical exercises. Tomorrow I have AK Max Cup 2017 round 3, and I think I am prepared to win it tomorrow. You know, I don't want to make a big promises, but I'm looking forward, I'm looking positive for tomorrow. Right, it's a day 64. Yeah, it's a day 64 and we are at Daytona Sandown Park for AK Max Cup 2017. So let's see what lap time we're going to do today.
importantly, did you guys all enjoy yourselves out there today? Well, that is very good. I'll tell you, it's very, very hot out there on the circuit, and I'm glad to say that everyone's stood up to the challenge very, very well. Probably better than I have, actually. Do you want a trophy? So we're going to start off with the lights. A very, very good race by all accounts, with actually the whole pack being separated, well, top 5 being separated by just 7.1 seconds. Okay, so very, very good laps and very good racing regardless of weight class. But for the lights, let's give a big round of applause to 3rd place in kart number 151, John Ty. Congratulations. My timing system's lying to me, but John, you are 3rd place. Congratulations. Here is your trophy. And moving on to 2nd place, hopefully I won't make another mistake with the kart number, or maybe I just won't include it. Who knows? Again, driving a very, very good race. In the overall order, only coming in 9.7 seconds behind eventual winner, so across 36 laps, obviously very, very formidable driving. Big round of applause for Howard Joseph. Where are you, Howard? You did. Congratulations. And here is your trophy. Congratulations. That might be the case. And finally, but by no means least, the winner of the light category with the best lap time of 46.508, so very, very quick lap times despite the heat.
Day 63, and as usually last day of the week I'm doing video editing very, very late at night about AK Max. Yes, I know I stopped video in most interesting moment, but if you want to see full report, subscribe to my channel, and AK Max Cup 2017 follows shortly. I'll post it in 2-3 days. So I'm gonna wrap it up this week right here. I'll see you next week.